Yo, somebody hit my inbox like, yo, Locks, I definitely feel where you coming from as far as all your videos talking about male and female relationships. I feel where you coming from as far as and actually complimented me on my value of money series, which was actually shocking to me because I didn't get a lot of responses about that series, even though it was a series discussing, the value of money, how to save it, how like bank accounts and all that stuff, the importance of saving, checks and balances and everything else. So he had a question for me. He said, why do you think, what is like some of the core reasons why black people are finding such a hard time succeeding? Okay. And it, in order to answer that question, I had to ask myself, what is the primary thing that is keeping African Americans from moving to the next level? And when I say primary, basically, primary is something I can name that everything else can be attributed to. Like basically, it's a big ass tree with a bunch of branches, but the roots of the trees, the root of the tree, the stump is, at the very root, the root cause of the shit. And this is going to be my 3-part series. I'm taking a break from the Hen House Chronicles, especially seeing how I started twisting my own hair. Shout out to Team Natural out there. But anyway, this series is going to be on group economics. And it's going to be a 3-part series. And this is part 1. Okay. Part 1. Circulating the black dollar. Now, it seems like ever since the destruction of the affluent African American neighborhoods, when you think of towns like Rosewood and you think of Tulsa, Oklahoma, some of the black entrepreneurs that actually took money and started to actually get things hopping and popping. For everyone to get a general understanding of what I mean when I say circulate the black dollar, imagine this. I have $5. I'm in a black neighborhood. I go to a black store. That black store takes my money and puts it in his bank account. Then the money from that account goes to buy more supplies, which also comes from a black manufacturer or a black distributor. So now you have money changing hands from black people to black people with virtually no middleman, and it keeps the dollar in the black business. So that's what I mean when I say circulate the dollar. You take the money that you make, you spend it in your neighborhood. The people that you spend it to take that money to buy more supplies from somebody black to put back in the black neighborhood. You doing like you understand? So this dollar is being circulated. In fact, I've read that in some of these affluent African American communities, the one I've heard the most specifically about is Tulsa. The black dollar was circulate. It was, I don't know, this figure might have been exaggerated, but I do want to get the 100% facts on this. The black dollar was circulated almost 100 times before it left the neighborhood, before it left the community. Okay, we stopped doing that. And this is the shit that bothers me, is that black folks, the ones that aren't part of the low information a portion of the community, they know about Tulsa. They know about all the race riots. But the problem is that instead of rebuilding and striving harder to protect what we rebuild, we decided to assimilate. We decided it was better to integrate into someone else's system as opposed to create our own and prosper in that way. So now, instead of having black businesses thriving where they could hire more black people, now you have black businesses trying to cross over to the other side.
You know what I mean? And now they appreciate money regardless of where it comes from. Like they don't have any. See that? This is what I mean when I say group economics. And the part that fucks me up is that you have black businesses losing and going out of business. So you know what that means. More black people in debt. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt because they can't find black people to support their businesses. So black businesses are closing on a daily basis. But what's fucked up is that we will still head to the likes of Barney's, drop $300 on a fucking belt buckle. $300 on a fucking belt buckle. Or spend like half a G on clothes and shit. From Barney's, motherfuckers that don't even like you. See, here's the shit that got me, okay? And I might be thinking, like, I'm kind of giving my age away a little bit, but I remember where there was Karl Kani, FUBU, and damn, what was the other one? It was Karl Kani, FUBU, and Phat Farm. That's what it was. I know Karl Kani was black owned, FUBU was black owned, and yeah, I know what I just said. Fucking Phat Farm was Russell Simmons' label, right? Those, well, FUBU did okay, but pretty much within a few years, everything was done. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because we didn't support these companies in favor of Tommy Hilfiger, and it's fucked up because Tommy Hilfiger openly said, like, I don't like black people wearing my clothes. You know what I mean? And it's like we will cash our checks and spend our last dimes, but and not support black business, but they'll wear Tommy Hilfiger, but yet we'll have a problem with Michael Jordan. See, this is the part that fucks me up even more about black people. See, yeah, I'm talking about group economics, but I'm gonna detour real quick, talk about Michael Jordan. All right. Now, true that black men with millions of dollars don't practice group economics. They don't put their money together and do something on their own. But at this point, can I really get upset with Michael Jordan? Okay? Because Michael Jordan is a businessman. And if no one else in his ethnic group is practicing group economics, he has to think about, at some point, preserving him and his own future generations. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan will... Well, I'm not going to say this because it's not like I've actually spoken to the guy, but I'm pretty sure that Michael Jordan, like any other businessman, will be happy to invest in a product that has a good return on it, provided it isn't too detrimental. Now, people got up in arms about Michael Jordan receiving returns on investments for investing in prisons, and people was like, see, y'all learn to buy these damn Jordans, but he investing in prisons where you and your family getting locked up every day, as if Michael Jordan is actually saying, yes, go out, commit these crimes, so you can go to my prison and I can get paid. Like that shit fucked me up. Like, instead of saying, okay, Michael Jordan has found prisons to invest in, maybe if more black men invest in something that has a good return, maybe we can use that money to rebuild. Maybe we can move up to the next level. But everybody got so mad at Michael Jordan. People are buying their fucking kids these Jordan shoes, and their kids don't even know who the fuck Jordan was. But yet want to turn around and get mad at him, but they don't want to invest with the guy. Like, I wonder how many people that actually paid over $1,000 in Jordan shoes has any piece of Jordan stock. I'm saying if anybody is 30 plus, you shouldn't have more than one pair of Jordans. That is it. But of course, I guess I'm part of a different breed. But anyway, we don't practice group economics. I think we scared. I think most of it is black people just want to look good. They don't want to do good. They just want to look like they're doing good. They don't want to be the ones where I got money, but I need to look like I have money. That's how a lot of black folks are. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they don't understand the concept in banking. Like, what they haven't realized is that some of the richest people in the world, they don't shop at the high price boutiques. You know what I mean? Let me put it like this. from what I understand, if a person has millions of dollars, they don't spend thousands of dollars on clothes. I don't know, man. See, everybody else has figured it out. I've been in Arizona for 2 years. I have seen the Hispanic population practice group economics. You understand? Like anywhere you go in this area, you can find a Hispanic person running some sort of business, nothing but Hispanics working there, and everybody, people of all races supporting their business. And you know what they're doing? They're taking their businesses and then they combine the business, double the profit, split the revenues, and then they each start a business. That's group economics. That's group economics. You understand? Like they pander to their own ethnic background. And they hope each other succeed. Like everybody was wondering, how is it that the Hispanic population went from being border jumpers, and I'm not saying that to be, to be bigoted or racist or anything, but that's what people literally call it. They went from that population that had to jump the border to get over here, and now they're entrepreneurs and started businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit, like they support each other because they understand that if enough of us get in power, we can actually make changes. Like even if you take a look at the White House, the Mexican population is practicing group economics. The second that Barack Obama stopped talking about what was it, giving amnesty to illegals or something like that, man, the Hispanic look, his what was it, his favorability rate went down with Hispanics. They ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They basically said, if you're not gonna do for us, we're not gonna vote for you. We're not gonna vote for your policies. You're going to cater to us. You know what I mean? But black people can't even do that because it's almost like, okay, oh yeah, it's black, yeah, we cool, you jive turkey and all this extra shit. I'm like, man, nothing's getting done. Everybody else is coming to this country and prospering because they understand that in order for them to succeed against other ethnic groups, they have to practice group economics. A large portion of it is where you spend your fucking money. Circulating the dollar. Anyway, that's it for this video. That's it for part 1. Parts 2 and 3 coming up. I don't know what order they're coming in. But if y'all have any opinions, man, let me know. Because honestly, I feel like black people have no room to complain. Not at all about being at the bottom as long as people can afford to buy Jordans and expensive jewelry and stupid cars and rims and shit and everything else that does not have what is it? Okay, yeah. Like black people invest in shit that do not have any real return value. Like I don't think black folks understand accumulated depreciation. I don't know. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, because man, I think that this is a bunch of bullshit. I think a lot of black people are complaining for nothing. The shit that they could do to change shit, like they rather wear Jordans instead of owning a piece of the Jordan enterprise, they rather just buy the shoes. Then they want to and they want to turn around and get mad at the white man. I'm gonna say this one last thing before I go. Stop blaming a white man for your desire to continue to be ignorant. Stop blaming a white man for your refusal. Wait, as a matter of fact, let me put it like this. Stop blaming a white man for situations you can fix yourself. Stop blaming a white man for your continued ignorance when you refuse to educate yourself. Group economics. Long Locks 82.